Sheesh. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The LS motor is back. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Zilla. Like I said, the LS motor is back and it's time for assembly. What ended up happening is we ended up cutting the block to about 0.020, and we got new pistons, use the same rods. Crank, we got a new crank. I think it was just polished yeah, it was a micro polished standard size, and we got the bearings right over here. Where'd they go? Oh, here we are. Gonna be using some King bearings, so gotta start prepping everything. So let me get to that. All right, guys, so I went ahead and already installed the camshaft the other day when I got the motor. Oh, my bad. So here we have a camshaft. It is a Texas speed cam. I believe it's the Tsunami V2. That's what it's called. If you guys know about LS series, you guys are going to want to change this little barbell right here in the back. I'll show you what it is. I have it over here. The old one is plastic, so you for sure want to get rid of that plastic one and replace it with an aluminum one. The billet, so got rid of this one. Saw the billet one. Bearings are already on. Crank is also in. Now, as far as for the crank bearings, or the main bearings, I should say, it's the King bearings like I was showing you guys right now. If you guys need a part number, it's right there. Right, let it focus. Right there. And believe it or not, I actually picked up the bearings, main and rod bearings, on Amazon for about 70 bucks. I was looking everywhere for them, and everyone that was telling me like 130, 150. I had a place tell me $200, and I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm paying $200 for those King bearings, only because I know I can find them a lot cheaper. Amazon, type in that part number, or you can actually look them up under King bearings for LS series. But here's the thing with these, they're only standard size, not anything cut, because I know these LS cranks are a lot harder to find untouched or uncut, so that's why they're really cheap to find on the standard size. That's the only, to be honest, that's literally the only reason I went with King bearings. If not, I was just gonna go with the OEM bearings, but luckily I found these bearings, so that's why we're going with them. So let me finish putting on the bearings on the caps, main caps right here, and then we can start torquing her down, torquing down the main caps, so we can start putting in these pistons and rods. I'm super excited for this. I can't wait to hear it. Obviously I know I heard it before, but now that it's gonna be running perfectly fine, I can't wait, especially to drive it, because I don't know how much power it made on the dyno once they tuned it. So yeah, that's another thing too. I want to get it retuned after everything's done, because I am going to use a different fuel pump, which I do have over here. It's a little baby Walbro, the 255. So I'm going to be using the stock injectors. Actually, no, I have some different injectors that I took off my truck, so I'll probably throw those injectors on, and then that 255, that should be fine. That way it can be full flex fuel, or you know, not full flex fuel, but only because I know it has a stock fuel pump and stock injectors, and I don't want that to give out on me when I'm on a long road trip or something. So might as well just do all that the right way, and we'll be good. As well, while my pops is gonna get ready to assemble the bottom man, I was supposed to do it, but he's gonna do it right now. I took the liberty of doing some research on why the TRAILBLAZER Super Sports with the 6.0 and 5.3 always oil starve when doing hard pulls and when they're low on oil. So it's due to this oil pan right here, all because of the all-wheel drive system. This oil pan has pretty much like the belly of the oil pan in the front of the cross member, when most LS motors have it in the rear. And same thing goes for the oil pickup. The oil pickup goes in the rear, and on this one the oil pickup goes in the front. So I've been doing some research on it, and I came across doing the LS6 conversion. I think it's the LS6, or just your basic LS6 from a Corvette motor, or LS. they do the whole oil pan and the oil pickup conversion on it. I guess it's enough to clear the cross members on these Trailblazer Super Sports. I didn't want to do that because it's like around $500–600, and I don't want to spend the money on just an oil pan like that. So did some more digging, and I came across this little thing right here. This right here is an oil pan baffle. Some company out in the east, or actually in Colorado, designed this baffle to go right in here, right in between this little gap, and pretty much just bolt on, not bolt on, but it's actually going to use what are they called, rivets, and it's just going to go right there, preventing the oil when you do hard pulls to rush to the back of the oil pan and actually have enough oil in front so the oil pickup can pick up some oil and lubricate your motor. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Don't judge me on why I didn't clean the oil pan, and the reason I didn't clean it is because I still got to drill some holes. So I want to make sure I clean all of this the right way, that way I don't have any metal shavings like those over there, and metal shavings the ones that I drill. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So let's get to it. I'm gonna try to set it up so where you guys can still see how I'm doing this, at least the drilling. I'm not be able to show you guys how to do the drilling up in here, but it's pretty simple. It already comes labeled. It says against axle tube and then face forward. So just gonna drop that bad boy in there, place it up against the tube, and pray to God we drill the right holes, because if not, this might go the wrong way. Should be around right there. Oh wow. Oh well, let me try to do this right there. Oh shit. Sucks when you don't have anyone to hold this for you. But let me try a different way. Well, holes are drilled. Don't mind that one, I messed up. So it was actually quite difficult finding where the right holes are gonna be at. But anyways, once that's done, we can go ahead and start riveting in that oil baffle. You can weld it on, but in this case, it comes with rivets. So we're gonna go ahead and use the rivets. So let's get the rivet gun. And it's gonna have to be that way. All right. You might struggle a little bit trying to figure this thing in, or trying to figure out how to use the rivet gun, and because this isn't gonna fit in here, so we're gonna just have to angle it and try our best. All right. Make sure that's all the way in. Now we can start. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. Nope. No, wrong way. There you go. So once that one's in, place it in there and start riveting away. Now that it's snapped off, go ahead and take that bad boy off. Next one, just so you guys can see how it is. That's done. It's basically gonna cover that little hole right there underneath the axle tube. So let me finish up the next side, and then I can carry on washing it and prepping it so we can install it also after the short block is done. All right, y'all. Now that the oil pump or oil pan is soaking in some gasoline, or whatever, parts cleaner, whatever you want to call it. I actually use the gasoline. For those of you guys asking what I use to clean parts, yeah, I just fill up with 87 and or 81, not 87, 81, and this helps me clean parts. Obviously it's not good breathing it in. I suggest wearing a mask, but it works really well. Anyways, back to what I was telling you guys. Today we're gonna start installing these, at least get a head start with these, the rocker arm, the tuning kit. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm not going to do how to, but just a little glimpse of how you do it, and get all 16 ready for the heads. All right, y'all, so pretty much what you're going to start off with is your rocker arms. If you remember last episode with the motor, we started taking these apart. So they usually look like this. I have one right here. Stock rocker arm with their stock open bearings. So pop everything out. Pretty much what's gonna happen, I'm gonna grab one of the bearings from the tuning kit, place it just about right there. You're gonna want to press it in with the press. You cannot do this by hand. It is really hard to do it by hand. That's why they say use a press. You know, once you have it nice and tight right there, like that, now you can slowly start spinning this wheel so we can start pressing it in. At any time, if you see it going in wrong, as it at an angle, stop before you either damage the bearing housing or crack a rocker arm. So you don't want to do any of that, and don't go too tight. Just go just about until you see it sit flush like this. This is flush right there. Now you grab one of these, I don't even know what this is called, like a spindle. Pop that little bad boy right in there. It does have a little cover, leave that in there. You're just gonna want to push that in, and the little cover that it has right there, just push with your fingers and pop out through the other side. Now the tuning kit does come with two washer looking like tools. Now this is gonna sit right here like that, so this spindle can sit flush on the other side. Now the reason for that is now you grab your other bearing. We're gonna do pretty much the same thing, just using the spacer, since it does pop out through the other side like this, and I'll show you why right now. But once you put this bad boy in like this, you can actually with your fingers push the housing of the bearings in to the spindle like that. Now that that's sitting flush, we're gonna grab this little spacer boy right here. We're gonna put it up against the press. Open it up a little bit more. Pretty much all that's gonna happen is just we're gonna be pressing these bearings in like that. Now in this part, it's very important that you pay attention to it, how it's being inserted into the spacer in between the washer. I'm gonna start spinning it, turning it, and pressing it. As you can see, it's going in properly. It's hard to do this with one hand, but I'm trying my best. Just about like that. Now we can take it out. And just like that, both bearings are pressed in and ready for the snap rings. I'm not gonna put the snap rings on just yet, only because I want to start pressing everything in right now. So let me set the camera up. It's gonna come with these snap rings right here, and that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna grab 2 for 1. Pretty much you just snap it in like so, and through here using the proper pliers or the proper tools, because you don't want to accidentally snap one of these, because you only have so many, and you don't want this to go launching towards your face, because it does hurt. It happened to me one time. But anyways, let me finish all 16 of them and we can get going. All right, you guys, I hate doing this to you guys, but it always happens because I always get caught up doing something else. I put the camera down, then I start doing work, and I'm like, oh damn, I forgot to record. But I hope you guys don't hate me for this, but I ended up finishing up the rocker arms and my pops ended up finishing up the assembly of the LS2. But nonetheless, let me show you guys, because I owe it to you guys. And I was gonna hold off on some parts that came in already, that I had sent out, and they came in already. I was gonna make you guys wait for it, but since I messed up, I'm gonna show it to you guys now. But first things first, here's the motor. LS2s, fully built from the bottom, fully built from the top. See, you can see we have the rocker arms in there, tuning kit. Hopefully it puts in some good work. Michigan Motorsports timing chain, timing sprockets, lower and upper. And then we got the Melling high oil pressure oil pump. And then I didn't change out the spring only because it's already a high oil pressure. So I was gonna change it to the Copo Camaro. It gives you like 50 more PSIs at idle, but I wasn't gonna do that. But no, I think I'll leave it like that. I left the truck like that also, so you can see Texas speed. Pretty much almost done with everything. I just gotta pretty much seal her up on the bottom with the oil pan. I got the oil pickup over here, the baffles, and then that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna show you guys now the new parts that came in. All right, you guys, drum roll please. It's a seal. Just kidding. This is a main seal for the front timing cover, but this is useful because I do need it for the parts that came in. And here we go. All the freshly powder coated brackets. This is for the power steering pump. Oh shit, I don't want to damage it. Got that illusion purple. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I got the front timing cover also over here. That's what I meant I need the front seal for. But yeah, I can't wait to throw these bad boys on. But oh, my puppy's working at me. But yeah, so let me put that seal on, put it on the motor, and then that way we can start sealing her up and get more of a detailed look on how it's going to look with all these nice powder coated parts. All right, let me set up the little stand for you guys. I want to see if you guys can see me a little bit better while I actually put on these valve cover gaskets right here on this bad boy. See, I left the old gasket on here just so it would have been a lot easier for them to just pretty much powder coat, and then they can just take off the seal, and they wouldn't need to be able, it wouldn't give them a hard time to start cleaning over it, because obviously I need to have a good clean passageway so I can install my new gasket, because otherwise it would just look ugly. Wrong valve cover gasket right here. Let's see. Oh, perfect. So we're gonna pretty much put this bad boy in here. I hope they're the right ones. I always get some janky at looking like gaskets, and they don't even fit in the right grooves. Either they're too big or too small. This one looks like it's gonna be, see, I said it, I called it first, too small. But I'm just gonna stretch it out a little bit. Nothing like a little stretching can't fix anything. That's what she said. But yeah, just gotta pretty much just leave it like that. And there you have it. There's one. Now I got another one to do. I got the valley cover, but I'm not gonna install this one yet because I'm gonna put the plate that goes right here so we can install the motor maybe tomorrow morning when I come over, because I'm only just gonna do the assembly right now, take a little break, and then tomorrow morning come back and throw this bad boy in there. Well, I did it again, something I said I wasn't gonna do, but yeah, she's done. She is done. I'm pretty much just prepping the truck right now, putting in the torque converter, that way we can dump this motor in there and get her started maybe today or tomorrow. So I'm really excited for it. It's been a long little wait. So yeah, let's get to work. Well, you guys, like I said, I went ahead and dropped it in. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty easy compared to the truck. Maybe it was just bad luck, but yeah, this was actually pretty easy. I did it with myself. It actually took me like about 10 minutes just to get everything lined up, mounts, and then the double pins from the transmission to the motor was actually really easy. I also changed out the torque converter. That was actually giving me a pain in the butt. I actually took it off a couple of times and inspected the spindle. Everything's good. I hope it's good. But yeah, I was gonna call it a day, but I don't have a ride home, so the wifey's gonna pick me up in about an hour. So what the hell, let me spend another hour throwing some stuff on there. Maybe we could get it on. I highly doubt it, but I'm just gonna go as far as I can with the truck, and maybe tomorrow coming back and finish it up. So yeah, I just want to do as much as possible. That way when I come back tomorrow, that's less things I gotta deal with. So let's go. All right guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna call it a day. My ride's here. Where you at? Oh wow, she's already leaving. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I ended up torquing down the torque converter bolts, transmission bolts, everything from the underneath, like as far as connections, sensors. Tomorrow I'm gonna do exhaust and everything else in the front. So it looks like it's going good, and we should have it on tomorrow. So, oh hi Blue, hi Sammy girl, hi Blue. Oh damn, it's a puppy attack. You hit the bumper, you dog. Anyways guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one, and I hope you guys are enjoying the build. I got some more stuff on the next video. I'll probably do a 4th of July video. So anyways, you guys, peace.